Good morning, y'all. And thank y'all for waiting. I'm very sorry that I'm a little bit late. I do apologize. Oh, sorry, there's an echo too. All right, there we go. And welcome, Chris G. Thank you for joining the family. It's nice to see you. But we are going to be doing Diana, Tammy, me. So, yes, and again, we just want to welcome Chris G. She's been with us actually for a while. She's been with us since we first pretty much started Southern Soul Tarot too. So again, we just want to welcome her. So we are going to be reading for Amari Nicholosn today. That was a request by many people. I kind of looked it up. I kept the article. So we're going to read a little bit of the article because besides the fact of, from what I understand, the boyfriend beat the child to the point, that he passed. And then from what I want to say, from what I looked up, it was supposed to be because he had soiled his diaper. I don't know if there was other things going on. I'm sure, obviously, if that's something that would set him off, many things would set him off. So let me see. Basically says the body of a missing 2-year-old boy who is found in Las Vegas. The suspect remains in jail without bond. So that being the mom's boyfriend who they're talking about. So he was reported missing, and he was found Wednesday. So one day after Las Vegas police arrested the man in connection with the child's disappearance and death, authorities said he was last seen on May 5th and was accorded to Lieutenant Richard Myers of Las Vegas Police Department. So it started out as a missing persons case, an investigation. Unfortunately, it is now a homicide, Myers said. Of killing Amari, authorities said. Rhodes identified himself as Amari's mother's boyfriend in the pre-arrest interview. He ended up confessing to police that he abused the child, hit the child numerous times, causing his death. So the prosecutor said that Rhodes' initial court appearance was Wednesday. He then ended up hiding the body after this occurred. Blood evidence was found in Rhodes' apartment. Rhodes didn't speak during the court hearing, nor did he address the evidence or request for bail. So that is pretty much let me see if this says anything about the mother. Yeah, it doesn't say much about the mother and what she knows and doesn't know, or if how much she knew. Well, I mean, obviously she had to know, right? So we're going to kind of go into do that reading for Amari. I said it was requested. Yeah, I think that she obviously knew. They said there was blood and stuff around the apartment. If this was from they basically, to my understanding, it was supposed to be, he said that he spanked him so hard that that's what made him pass. I mean, again, I don't know if it was not in that article, but I read it in a different one that's about him soiling his diaper. And it's like, he's a baby. That's what the diaper's for, dumb shit. But I picked out a couple decks here. We have the Mermaid Tarot, so I like to use this one anytime there's children involved. Hey, Cindy, how are you? So we'll use this one. And then we will use the Alice in Tarot, or the Tarot in Wonderland and Tarot. Sorry, I have that all backwards. No, the reason is a little bit more vibrant as a kid's deck would be. And it's not so much like the other ones that we use that are a little bit darker. Then we have the Oracle of Unicorns that I thought would be nice. We have Chakra Insight, Angels, God, and Goddesses. We do have the Kipper and the Dark Mirrors. So we will be looking at a few different ones, but we're going to first lay down the baseboard like we always do. So I'm trying to make it bright in here, even though it never works. So let's scoot back. So how's everybody's morning going though before we get started? Hope well. Pretty sure it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. So, before we get into it too, we had added some stuff to the store. I added some if y'all are looking for the spell jars, I'm doing the medium ones now. And then we're added this as like a pendulum runes and tarot card cloths. So we have a few of those in there as well. We're going to be adding some more stuff if y'all want to check that out soon, just in case y'all are interested in something like that. But let me go ahead again and pull up the picture of the boy, Amari. Okay. So we'll start off with the Mermaid Tarot again. I want to thank y'all for joining me this morning and joining the chat. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for supporting Amari Nicholosn in the chat. So if y'all can give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you don't want to do that, if you could drop a candle or a heart in the box, I would greatly appreciate it. Show some positive energy. Just kind of bring in some positive energy. So we're going to go ahead and start. I kind of want him to start where he wants to start off. That's usually how we kind of do that. So usually, I mean, we can ask questions, but sometimes if there's something that's more important, like say that there was severe beating going on before, he might start there first. Which it does sound like there was. That's what I'm saying. He might jump back before the day of a little bit. So we're going to ask Amari to come in with his spirit guides. What's his name? Terrell. Terrell spirit guides. So Amari spirit guides, Terrell spirit guides, and my spirit guides, archangels, ancestor, source, guardians of the galaxies. Anyone else can come in and give us information as well to how it's happening up to Amari's death. Oh, yeah, it's my witchy mug. I have a couple of them. Let's go ahead and ask him. Let's see. We're going to ask again for our Amari's energy to come in. So we want to thank him for coming in. So he is showing the Queen of Swords right away. So the Queen of Swords is upright. So it's going to be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. But it is kind of like very stern energy. So it's kind of like if you're going to be looking in the legal system and things like that, court systems, military, things like that is usually going to be here too, along with a lot of the fire signs. Fire signs are usually first responders, but the sword signs usually help kind of discipline. So that could be, the mother's energy. So, hey, Crime Curious, good morning. So with the Queen of Swords here, let's go ahead and see why she's here and what happened. There was two choices. So this does lead me to believe again still that she knew about it. They both knew about it. I think they both beat on him. And the reason why is because there's two wands here. So it's almost like they're going towards this volcano that's about to erupt, so they're making that decision that day. Now, I don't think they planned to kill him, but they knew what they were doing could. So, yeah, he's saying where he is now, the Page of Cups has been spilt. So this is going to represent a child, the Page of Cups, as you can see. And when it is spilt because emotions have been spilt. So it's almost like being let down emotionally. And it also, Cancer is mother of the zodiac. So it could be why he's referring to not only his emotions as a child, but only the element as well. Because that would, again, represent Cancer. So it's going to be that mother of the zodiac energy. So we're also going to ask him what was going on leading up to the day that he was murdered, basically. With the Queen of Swords here, who is the Queen of Swords and why are they here? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. So to me, this is almost like it is very much including both of the individuals' Terrell, and then the mother. I kind of feel like this is including him in that situation. And now it is upright, so I don't know. Maybe they felt if they removed him out of the situation, things would run smoother in the earthly realm. So we will go ahead and kind of clarify that and why that's there as the Three of Pentacles upright, because I would expect it to be reversed. Chief came up written in runes. So you have the Two of Wands, and yeah, it's saying the King of Wands was there that day. So the King of Wands, when you see, they are the more brutal one out of all of them. They're the more passionate ones, and that's why he has more of a shark fin instead of the mermaid fin. So it is showing that, yes, that it was Terrell that was the one that mainly beat him, and he passed. But this is an energy that I don't feel like he really hid very much. I think most people knew he was like this. Otherwise, it would be like this. So it's like he went into this, but he was already like on the defense. Leo's, Sagittarius's, and Aries energy. Like I said, and these are the ones that are going to be passionate and act very quick. They're usually going to be the ones to be more physical too, as well. And that is what he did. He did beat the child. So, Amari is showing that he has a Page of Cups has spilt. And we'll see why. He feels that way. Because he feels that way because of the Ace of Cups. So I think he felt. Now I don't know how long the mom dated this Terrell guy, but it seems like at some point he did enjoy his life to a certain point. I do feel like for the most part that's all he wanted was this emotional cup filled so that he could have that, but it didn't happen. It kind of dumped out on him here, so that is part of the reason that happened. So, but he is saying, he would have liked to have that emotional fulfillment. And I think it's with his mother. It seems like maybe when she got with certain individuals that she was more harsh because she's, there is a pair here, King and Queen. So it would make me, yeah. So it's showing to me like too with the mother energy, the Three of Pentacles, so much not working together. It's Queen of Wands in reverse. So now again, you do have that pair showing up again. So, it does show another woman energy, and you do have the Three of Pentacles now. I don't know if another woman would know about it or be involved in it, but I still kind of feel like his mother would also be harsh like this. So it's almost like he didn't hide it as much, Terrell. But maybe when things didn't go smoothly the way that she wanted, she would flip into this energy because on the tarot, with there being more than one queen on the board, it can be the same person. Usually when there's more than one male, it's a different. So I feel like she could be very stern, but she could also be very physical when she felt like it needed to be. And maybe was like, if it's kind of like, what is it like that kind of herd mentality. If someone else is doing it and everybody else kind of starts to jump on board and do it too. So it seems like that's what she would do. Like whenever Terrell would get worked up, so would she. Yeah, he's saying the mother. So it's the Two of Wands. He's saying this is the day that he had passed. There's two people individually. This is going to be Terrell, that energy again, that Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, that is going to be a little bit tough and rough, and it is going to move him forward and out of the earthly realm, the Chariot. And the Chariot again does represent the mother. So I do think that they both participated on that. I do think the mother knew everything. That's why I think it's not brought up much, because he is very much addressing that his mother knew this. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So the reason why he never got the Ace of Cups is because they wanted the Nine of Pentacles. So they no longer wanted to put up with him. They wanted this more. I don't know how many children she has, if she has any other children or not. But this is like being single. This is saving, like basically, being able to take care of yourself financially, being single, having freedom, all of those things. It does not represent usually a child or even being in a relationship. So, they were just wanting independence away from the child and as you can see, this is maybe kind of how they looked at it, like it was a gloomy situation. So that is going to be the first part of the base board. Does anybody have any questions so far? And I want to thank y'all for joining the chat. As y'all come in, if y'all can give it a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. That way, if anybody is looking for this particular case or reading, they are able to find it and they can go ahead and participate with us. We will have a certain part where we will kind of answer questions. So if you're enjoying the chat and you have not yet subscribed, I greatly appreciate it. If you hit that subscribe bar and notification bell, it will let you know in the near future whenever we do lives. uploads, case requests, anything like that. We do giveaways and then like milestone celebrations and like birthday parties and stuff because I'm like 14 at heart. But hey, Tara. Let me see. Who is that, Chris? Listen, I could not find any information on the mother other than like their family was like kind of wanting to seem to stay out of it and kind of like saying that she, really didn't have anything to do with it. That's the only thing I could find about it. I think it was the grandma that gave the quote. I'm not sure though. I'd have to look back at it. All right, 1 second, y'all. Just want to see something. All right, sorry. All right, so we're going to lay down the second part of the baseboard here. We do have kind of starting off where they're showing that the mother energy could flip very easily when things weren't really working their way smoothly in the earthly realm. Terrell was already that way. The mother did participate in it. She had been participating in it. The Two of Wands is there, so it does show they were both being physical. And it does show that with the Page of Cups reversed, that is the dumping out of Amari's energy, and that they were doing it to fulfill the Ace of Cups, and so that would give them more independent of a feeling. So let's go ahead and see why the Queen of Swords is here. Who is the Queen of Swords and why are they here, Amari? So Queen of Cups. So this could be maybe another female energy stepping in at some point. I don't know if she had maybe family living with her or something like that. But again, it does still very much feel like her energy, which means that her energy can switch back and forth very quickly. So it's a very unstable energy. So with the Three of Pentacles, why is the Three of Pentacles here with the Queen of Cups? So it's wanting emotional. So it's kind of like planning an emotional strategy to be happier in your situation because she's unhappy with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, and then she's got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So yeah, so when things didn't go her way, you got the Queen of Wands in reverse twice. So Leo's Aries Sagittarius energy, again, it can be very aggressive when it is sitting in that energy and that way. So it seems like she was just as aggressive as he was, to be honest, if not more at some times. Yeah, Page of Wands. So it's like she would be that way to him because, again, he's a child. So the page usually represents children. So, and it is action, it is movement. That is what the wand is kind of there for. So it is showing that she would move towards him like this, in this direction, which is kind of very defensive. All right, with the Two of Wands, let's see why the Two of Wands is here. Because of the Nine of Pentacles again. They did not feel the freedom. Like I said, they were wanting freedom, wanting to feel more independent, even if that meant, to remove Amari. It was almost like he was getting in their way. And it's the same thing here, Nine of Pentacles. So it's like they felt that he was spoiling that time, that they could go and have this great time and just do whatever it is. But it's like they're kind of looking at, the bird here like it's interrupting. So that would be that energy. And then as far as the King of Wands there too, as the star. So it's like snuffing out life kind of in a bit, because the star does represent life. And you see like the water represents life. And then there's some stuff floating in the water here. So it's kind of like they're reminiscing on what was a bit. So this energy was kind of like, again, he was releasing it to let it go. He didn't want that there. And the mother was there with the chariot moving forward with the same energy. So it's kind of like, again, and you do see two people here, a male, I want to say, yeah, it's a male and a female kind of getting the horse ready. I don't know if he transported him or not, because that would also represent a car. Yeah, with the 8 of Wands, it's no loving movement forward, and as far as with the parents or the stepfather or boyfriend, like I said. So it was kind of like there was no action given unless it was blunt and harsh. And so even after his passing, they still didn't really feel sorry about it. They weren't really now he did communicate that he did it, but it doesn't feel like it came out easily. It does feel like he very much did it in a spiteful kind of confession way. With the Page of Cups, you can go ahead and see why the Page of Cups is here in reverse. So that's dumping out of Amari's energy to me. Yeah, it's because of the 3 of Pentacles. Over here, they wanted it to run smoothly, and whenever something didn't run smoothly, they would go into the Queen of Wands in reverse, and he would be the King of Wands. But over here, with the Page of Cups in reverse, it's dumping out that, so you don't have to worry about this anymore. You don't have to worry about the things not running smoothly. So it's like taking one of those pentacles and picking them off the tree, and that's kind of what they did with his energy. So with the Ace of Cups here, let's go ahead and see why that's here. The Devil. So the Ace of Cups is here. So their devil energy, they're attached to each other. There was addictions between the two of them. So basically, I think this is the fulfillment he wanted with his mother, but he could not have that because of the devil energy sitting there. So you do kind of see, again, where they are carrying that energy. It is 2 people here. So I do feel like they're both equally aware and in on it. So like I said, with the devil, you can see how things are planned. They're just kind of messy. It's just, like I said, it's addictions, twisting of things, chainings of things. So it's kind of like they were addicted to each other and the lifestyle they wanted to have. And so they removed him out of the way with the 9 of Pentacles. So Judgment. So with the 9 of Pentacles and they removed him, it's like usually when Judgment comes out, it's like they did it against natural will, but it's kind of like Judgment is something that is going to happen eventually. It's like it could have been stopped, but nobody stepped in and stopped it with the devil energy because they both carried that. So they could have like flipped Judgment around and chose the choice, but it was already chosen because of the behavior and who she was bringing around. So that's kind of the energy of that. That's going to be the main energy of it. Yeah, it seems like she she's got 3 different queens on the board. I don't really feel like it's anybody else. I mean, she has no positive energy towards the child, nor does he. Everything's kind of about them, and then you carry the devil energy on top of it. You checking out, Chief? And does it? That sucks. So let me see. We'll get these off of here. Do y'all have any questions about that? Hey, Lady Grace, how are you? And then we do have the Oracle cards still. So you can pick a couple Oracle cards to get that energy as well. Hey, Blue, how are you? That's all right. We're going to do some Oracle cards. I was running late because I was still working on the phone. So, we do the Oracle of Unicorns. Oracle of Unicorns card for him. You're nervous. You'll be all right. What time do you go? Innocence. So that's the card that he's giving out, which would be innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child. Live with a childlike sense of wonder. So it's almost like that's all he kind of wanted with this innocence. And it's kind of sad because you do see where it is the parent and the child here as the horses, you know. So it's like he didn't have a chance. He was innocent. And he didn't have the emotional backing and protection that he should have had from the people he should have had. 12:30 to 2. Okay, I don't think I'm on the phone then. I'll give you a call before if you're not busy. I had to like do a schedule. All right, so we have the angels, God, and goddesses. You'll be all right. They'll probably give you a good cocktail when you get there to calm you down. They usually do. Angel of relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. So this could just be saying too, he will be convicted. He will do time. I feel like the mother will probably be too. I don't see how she could really get out of that. There is a lot of blue here with the cards. He's giving out lots of blues. And then we have the chakra card. World Whiskey Day. Sounds fun. All right, so we're going to do the Kipper. So we're going to see if we can give out any key cards for that as well. All right, so you have a main male that was in despair. And it does say marriage was on the distant horizon. So I don't know if they were thinking about it and that's how the direction they went. But that's kind of the card that came out for that. So, okay, with the dark mirrors, again, we're just going to kind of pick up the mother's energy and the father's, or not fathers, the boyfriends. So I won't cry for you. So again, I do feel, like I said, again, I don't think that she's very emotional about anything with him. I think that she's very able to detach herself from him. And as far as him, he has an artificial heart. So that is what he's saying about the two of them. That could be also including her. And then we have a chakra card. I thank y'all for joining us as y'all come in. All right, he is saying home. So shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth, which is very sad because I think that's what he was saying. Where he was, that's where he felt like he should be the most comfortable, which is you should. You should be the most comfortable in your home. And in his home, he wasn't getting that. He wasn't getting the shelter, safety, nurturing, or warmth that he should have gotten. So he is acknowledging that. And you can see where that's like he's resting. So that's the root foundation too. So there was no good foundation into the home life. Wow, that's a lot. Do y'all have any questions, though, about that? And we'll see if anybody else has questions. Now that we're done with the reading, so it's open for people to ask questions. But again, keep it cool. All right, I got a lot of cards to put up. Will you? I didn't mean those kind of questions, Chief. No, you're not going to win the lottery in 2 weeks. That would be cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's like shooting a little too high. Yeah, right. Or there's like that one hamburger or something in New York that's like $1,000 hamburger. It's got like caviar and all kinds of stuff on it. I'm like, who the hell has $1,000 to spend on that? So they broke up just before. Okay. So, I mean, that could be her. Maybe we can kind of tap into that energy and see about them breaking up and how that plays into it. I don't know who Grandma Carrie is yet. That's the thing. As I said, I didn't see anything about a grandma. I did ask, but I don't think the person saw the question. So if you have like a question as what's up with her, like what does she know? How did she play in it? Like that kind of thing, then I can look into it. Let me see. Kind of shows the reversal of that. Yeah, but like, what do you mean? Like, what's up with her? Like, does she know? Did she partake in it, or did she help like hide something? Because again, I'm not too sure who that is yet. Yeah, it looks like she might have broke up with him or took it a chance to because of the wheel spinning. But it also does show the Four of Swords coming out of resting and like not really going anywhere after that. You see where there's work being put back in with the 8. And then there's also love arrows being shot off there. Was bio mom pregnant? Is she hiding knowledge? Okay. I don't think so yet. Because you're the Knight of Wands in reverse. It's not really moving forward with something. If it was the other way, it would be like movement. But we'll see if we get any more cards. 7 of Swords is lying, stealing, cheating, manipulating. That's coming out for if she was pregnant. And the 2 of Swords. So like 2 different things that you could kind of come up with thought-wise. So I don't know. I'm going to have to say no. I don't think she was. Or if she was, she's not now. Yeah, I'm kind of getting more or less she wasn't. Unless there's like other information that might come out that she was. But again, I don't know if she could have been and she's not now, but it's kind of showing at the moment that it doesn't look like there's much movement in that area. So as far as, hi Larissa, how are you? Is she hiding knowledge? I think she knows something. Yeah. You have the 501, so that's conflict. And that's like bickering and fighting. Like usually it looks like 5 people kind of like going at it, like in a kind of like grassy knoll area. So, but that is actually movement too, and usually information kind of comes with movement. I love you very much too, Blue. And good luck with everything. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'll call you in between my schedule. Six of Swords in reverse. So it's like, that's kind of a lack of... Let me see. Hey, Joanna. How are you? Yeah. It's like, I feel like she has some knowledge of something, but not everything. Like knowledge of the way things were, because you have the 5 of Wands. So it's still movement. It's still that action movement, that defensive movement, but it's like, it's not really going anywhere with it. So it's kind of like maybe like keeping it to yourself, not verbalizing it, but you know it was there. There's 2. So it's like, and it's distracting. The way that the rabbit is kind of playing, it's distracting the other 2. And there is that Ace of Cups, and that's kind of what it seems like the parents were looking for. And you do see the Chariot. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I greatly appreciate that. And then with the Chariot, it is showing something to do with the mother. So there's some type of something wrapped around the mother of knowledge, but it's not really being spoken very much. But it's like she has seen it before, so she's aware of it. I love you too, Blue. And Tammy, thank you again. Love you very much. I'm glad you could catch a live, Joanna. I'm trying to have them more often so we could do stuff like this and ask questions. And welcome to everybody else as y'all come in the room. So if y'all can hit the thumbs up button, I greatly appreciate it. In case anybody else would have any more questions or any other information pertaining to this case that we don't have or that I don't know about, and that way we can go ahead and answer those questions as well. But yeah, I feel like even if she broke up with the boyfriend, I still think she was interacting with him. I'm not really sure though. Like I said, again, it's something that I'd have to know a little bit more about, like, because someone had said about somebody being in Colorado. So I don't know if they were in separate places. But I still get, again, from the beginning, that there was that mother energy that could be that way, that could be harsh. Yes, and good luck, Blue. We love you. And hi, Ken. Oh, the mother was covering up. So Amari's mother was, I think it feels like she has a little bit more tense energy than, I mean, they're both very like hostile kind of energies. But then they were saying too that they thought the grandmother was covering up. But like I said, again, you don't hear much about the mother at all in the text and stuff. So it does make, or in the articles, they really don't say much about the mom. biological mom. Hey, Ken. Hope you're doing well. So does anybody have any other questions though about that? Yeah. Like I said, if I didn't feel that much that the mother was attached, I mean, I would say that, but it's like it's very much like they're in the same boat, kind of. You know, it's and I want to say they had the devil, so I don't know if maybe they were addicted to something and that was contributing, or just their anger alone was what they were chained to, was that anger, and that's what connected them. And good morning, Miss Babby. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, I can't listen. I can't find much on the mom. Why she had an attached bond. Good morning, everyone. As y'all come in again, thank y'all for coming in and joining us. Y'all's questions. So we can get a little bit of clarity as to what might have been going on behind the scenes, so we can see why the mother had a detached bond with Amari, because she's the devil energy. Again, it came out for both of them. So it's almost like other things are more important to her. Like I said, now I don't know if she has an addiction, but she gets addicted to other things. So it's like she never bonded with him. It's like I think she left him alone a lot, maybe with other people. You have the Seven of Swords, so a lot of lying, stealing, cheating, manipulation. Oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate that, Miss Fabby. And then so you got the double energy with the Seven of Swords, which is a manipulation, obviously, but it's also lying, stealing, and cheating. So let's see what else about. Okay, I'll get to that one. Yeah, so I think from the time she was pregnant, there was no connection, because with the tower here, the tower is the breaking of a foundation, so it breaks it down a lot, right? But it shows that what's happening in the Seven of Pentacles stage, where you see she was pregnant here. So this could have been something that maybe it could have been like she didn't care for the father, or something happened during the pregnancy. But it seems like since before he was even born, she already had an issue with him. Like maybe something didn't work out between the father. It feels like a bit of a spite thing with the father. And then there's more cases on John. I think it's just getting exposed more, to be honest. And then you see people like the Valos who kind of did what they did for as long as they did. And some of the other people too, like Letitia Stock. I mean, I think a lot of people just thought that they could kind of get away with certain things too. So we'll just see the energy though of why it's coming out more. And thank you for stopping by. Hold on, it's probably gonna drop for a second. Okay. Sorry, it drops in and out. Yes, we're so glad that you joined us. Susan, Miss Fabby, and everyone else, Laura. Like I said, I'm glad y'all were able to stop in on the chat. Five of coins. It's starting to be exposed more. Yeah, it was, right? It's starting to kind of be exposed more, this energy. So it's always kind of, I think, been there. Again, I think it's just getting exposed more for some reason. They're starting to be buckled down on a lot of that stuff. And it seems like people are starting to be more, people are starting to communicate about it more. So this is page children. It can represent children, and it is representing the legal system. So it's kind of showing how all these legal actions are happening right now with children involved. So again, we can kind of see why. Yes, and welcome Susan and Fabi. Four of Cups. Again, it's just something that's being focused on right now. I feel like it's a subject that I feel like a lot of people have ignored. And I feel like at this point, people are wanting answers for it. Especially when you see some people being, caught for a lot less of things that really, it seems like the people who sometimes are the ones that should be followed the most kind of slip through the cracks. And the ones who aren't really doing much are the ones that are getting focused on. And that's how things like this kind of happen. And with the Knight of Cups, being here, it's also bringing forth that information. It's like this water energy. So it's bringing forth information about life with these children, the way that it's going, and how it's going to end up if something doesn't kind of intervene a little bit there. So it's just that it's coming out more. I think a lot of this stuff too is shocking. So it's being reported on more. Yeah, the boyfriend, they showed him getting into the car and stuff like that. Yeah, he was kind of real grimy looking. But does anybody else have any questions yet? I have a lot, so much. Anybody? I'm gonna see if we'll still go ahead and do one, but we might do one on Sunday, or won't have class on Sunday. So if we don't do one on tomorrow or Sunday, then we'll definitely do return on case on Mondays. Bye, Tara. You're late, but you got coffee. Everybody loves coffee. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of like I said, it will replay too. So if you did miss the actual reading, that will go ahead, re-upload, replay. There's not too many other questions that I can think of at the moment about it. Like I said, again, if anybody else can think of any. She told the father's aunt. That's cool, Cat's Eye. And thank you for joining us. I'm just not aware of the story. I just know he was reported missing, I want to say on May 5th. I mean, I don't think anybody could have believed anything about that, but did she possibly believe the story that was told about the father's aunt picking up the baby? Let's see if I can pull the energy without really knowing if they're talking about the bio or the grandmother. I don't know who reported, again, him missing. Did she possibly believe the story she told about her father's? No. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. So it's like, see the stick in her mouth? It's like they know that they're lying. So it's like they're bound, kind of. So you do have where it's like it is a light binding, but it's like kind of you can release yourself if you want and kind of tell the truth. And all these swords are the truth. But yeah, so I mean, whoever was doing it was lying and they knew about it. It's like they put them into this position. So it was almost like giving information and surrounding yourself with all of these like minefields that you really can't get around. And then after that, it's like you feel like you're bound up by it, but you can't really, I mean, you put yourself there. Readings. I do readings on Etsy. So in the about section is my Etsy store, so you can set up a reading there. I don't have them so much on here anymore. Okay. I got you now, Ken. Yeah, because I heard about someone being in Colorado, I think. So I was thinking the grandmother was the one that was supposed to be in Colorado. One second, let me something. Sorry, I just got to look at something real quick. Oh, the bio is mom. Okay. Okay, just checking something. Yeah, I do the private readings on Etsy now. It's just the easier way to keep track of them for everybody. Well, as I said, it looked like she wanted to leave and she possibly had the chance, but it's like it didn't happen. It's like it went back into like this like kind of like gaslighting state towards the very end. That's what it looks like. Like maybe she did intend to leave him, but then something happened and maybe, people talk people into that kind of stuff. I'm not sure, what kind of conversation they had, but it seems more or less like she probably did want to leave him, but then she just like changed her mind, like kind of quickly at the last moment for whatever reason, whatever he said, like to her. I didn't see the neck tattoo yet. I don't know. What's the next tattoo? I just read the article basically and just kind of figured out. First rocket to Mars. Yeah, that's a way to do it. She has his name on her neck. Nuh-uh. One in case she forgot it. She could just go look in the mirror, remind herself. That was her king. Interesting. So it kind of does put a bit of a different spin to her mind frame, I feel like. Yeah. Well, it's control after too. It's like it was almost like she wasn't looking at it as control anymore. She was looking, because I mean, to put a crown, like, I mean, unless he like really like took her there and was like, you better do it. You know what I mean? Like, to actually do it, but you know, she's just as, like, to me, possessive as he is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, that's why I don't understand. Like, I mean, I can see possibly, you know, doing a memorial tattoo, but when couples are together and stuff and they get initials and names, like, I can't even see doing a matching tattoo because nobody knows. So when you break up, nobody knows y'all got matching tattoos. But names, like, other than your kids and, like, you know, but my dad even joked that he wouldn't get our names tattooed on us because he said the same thing. He was like, what am I going to do? Forget who y'all are? I was like, thanks, Dad. So, yes, and welcome, Laura. Yeah, there's more I'll have to look at from the mother's side. Yeah. It was him marking the property, but I feel like you're letting yourself be marked too. So it's like you want it other people to know just as bad. Like I said, unless, you know, he told her you better do it, which that is a possibility. But if she did it free willingly, they were both, I think, controlling of each other. Like, you know, like both very jealous people. Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Definitely that's out of jealousy. He wanted it so big, but to also see where her mind frame is, it'd be interesting to know that when she got it. Same thing. Wait, no, I didn't do a name. I did a tattoo, but I mean, I still covered it. But it needed to be covered. The ink was falling out in certain spots, anyways. Yeah, that's the only thing is I'm seeing, like, I can see being mentally abused, but it's like, especially when you get it right here. Like, I would fight that tooth and nail if some dude was like, you know what I mean? So it just makes you wonder how into it she was, you know? That sounds a little bit more believable, Arrow Sky, to be honest. Like, with the tattooing, the backing him up no matter what, like, oh, he's gonna take care of me, I'm gonna take care of him. That sounds a lot more like that situation. We can ask that a little bit if that's kind of what's going on. No, I'm not what she was doing, but we could see if it was more of that kind of relationship versus like a true relationship. It was more of like a business arrangement relationship. Yeah, you got the lovers in reverse. So if they would have been a couple, it should be this way. It's in reverse though. So, and then the 5 of Cups. So the grass was always greener on the other side. So there wasn't no emotional fulfillment. So yeah, there's many cups there. So I kind of feel like your theory, Arrow Sky, is a little bit kind of there on point. It sounds a lot more reasonable. Yeah, so basically to have what she wanted, she would kind of do what he needed her to do and then she would bring it back. And when she did, it kept her out of the cold. 5 of Pentacles. So money is involved. So Pentacles are money. And that would be being out in the cold without anything. So that's having it. And as you can see, there is a person dragging her. So I would think that that is more the name shame. And the tramp stamp, the name shame. No, like I said, I don't even think I have my kids' names on me. I have tattoos for my kids. Like, I have one here that's the puzzle piece for like autism for Andrew. And then I need to get one. The only name I have is my uncle who passed unexpectedly. And we were close. So I have his name. Yeah, everybody covers up a name. Don't feel bad. Hi, Mario. How are you? Everybody makes the mistake of doing a name or like their first tattoo because they're excited. I think my first tattoo is covered up now. I have no clue. I know I've covered more than just one. Yeah, I think it makes more sense that way because money is there. It's keeping her out of the cold. It's giving her a place to go. And it's like, and you see where this person is dragging them. So it's against their will. I mean, not against their will, but it probably wouldn't be their first choice. It's cold in here. Let's see. I kind of feel like that answer would be yes. Just cover up a name with another name. Like put a black bar there to like cover up the name and then like tattoo it in like neon ink or like white ink so you can see it. And so you won't see the black ink underneath it with the name. It'll be like marking it out and using chalk to cover it up. No, I don't think she'll do any more names. Yeah, it's like a mark through. That's what I'm saying. It'd be like line through that name. Next name. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was saying. It was like it'd be like a draw a black line through their name and then do another name in a different color or something. But 8 of Wands. So I don't think so. I think she'll probably stay away from the names for a while. I don't think it's working out too well. Right? You definitely can't forget that. In case you lose your ID. No, you're probably being some shit for that too, though, because they ain't supposed to be doing that in prison anyways. But yeah, that would be the next one, her prison ID number. Sorry, I'm just like listening to the air. It's like quiet and peaceful. Yeah, I would think anything. Your neck would hurt. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying about his behavior. So she should have never left him with him to begin with. Oh, I thought they found it, they said. I mean, more it's saying like it would be more of a woodsy area. It feels like. I don't know if he would put him in a dumpster. Let me see. Yeah, it feels more like outdoors. I don't really feel that much water either. Hey, Mama Shan Shan, how are you? Oh, it was found in a dumpster? Because I thought they said they found him. Yeah, that's what I thought they said they found him. I just didn't see where. That would be like an outside element. So, yeah, I mean, did you? I'll have to look at it in a second. Yeah. Two parking lot walls. So was he like between the dumpster or was he like in it? That's hilarious. She'll definitely be playing cards. That's her new play for her name change. I don't know. I guess if she's going to be in prison, they'll probably just trade something for it. Yeah, well, that's very sad. That's how they disposed of him outside like that. I mean, it's sad, the whole situation, but to be left like that, it kind of reminds me, like I said, that's why I feel like with Casey Anthony, too, the way she disposed of Kaylee, it was just nasty. The whole thing was just horrible. But I'll probably get ready to sign out soon because I do have to kind of run a few errands for just a little bit. But thank y'all again for joining me and thank y'all for y'all's questions. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I hope this did give some clarity to some people about the case. Like I said, and if y'all have any information after it uploads that we didn't have during it, you can always drop that in the comment section. And then I can read into that as well. And yes, blessings to everyone. And we will meet again very soon. Like I said, if I can fit something in tomorrow that I can think of, we'll go ahead and do that. But Sunday we do have Patreon. So if y'all are interested in Patreon, again, we are learning lots of stuff. Chief and I teach it together. So if y'all are interested in some more of that, then you will be happy to have you. We'd love to have you there. But again, thank y'all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I said, if y'all have not yet subscribed and y'all did enjoy it, like I said, I would appreciate it if y'all hit that subscribe bar, notification bell. It will let you know when we go live again. Yes. I don't know if you wanted me to show it or not. But it's almost like tarot card hand, too. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. There's Letitia's prison number on her hand when she plays cards. But it reminds me of a tarot card deck. That's why I'm like, that would be kind of cool while you're playing tarot to put your stuff right there. And thank you, Miss Fabi. I greatly appreciate you subscribing and joining the family. And thank you to everyone who did. Yeah, so that was the picture of what Letitia's hand's going to look like. So she'll remember her prison number. It'll make it a lot easier. Because she can't keep up with half the crap she says anyways. But so I said it reminded me of like a tarot hand. I was like, wait, is that my prison ID number on my tarot hand? That's hilarious. All right. Well, y'all have a good day. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out, get some lunch, and then head to work. So, y'all have a good one. I will talk to you soon. Love and light and blessed be to each and every one of you. And y'all take care and happy Friday. Bye.